Hello everybody, today I'm going to be talking about a sadder topic. I'm going to be talking about Stoneworks and some really bad issues that it has. So I haven't done videos on this server, but that's mainly because this has always been more of my comfort server. There's not a lot, it's probably the closest you're going to get to unmodified Minecraft in a game. Well, in a server. It's pretty much basic survival. Anyway, so what happened is when I started playing, there was 80 player slots. Nice and small, fun. Everybody knew each other. Well, didn't really. That's not really true, but there's a community. Now it kept expanding because YouTubers like Redfire Rex. Like I joined the server because of Redfire Rex and his videos on it. And I joined back then. And over time they expanded because of various things. Mainly Redfire Rex. He's a YouTuber, go watch him. But anyway, the server kept expanding for a long time. Back in my glory days on this server, this wasn't here. It was more, you click, you get in, or you don't. And you just do it over and over again for like 5 minutes and then you get in. Now, you have a queue. You have a queue of that length. Put that in perspective. A queue of nearly 100 people. Now, when it first came out, it was actually more like 135 people and sometimes even higher. But anyway, I was like, it's fine. I have my stuff, all my land is claimed. It's perfectly fine. I'm not worried. It's just not that big of a deal. Then, 4 months have passed. You keep trying to get in. This does not go down. It does not go down. Never. Anyways, I've been trying for 4 months, and last night I finally managed to get on. Finally. Only to find that they instituted a new rule since I played. Now, if you don't play for a month, your claims are deleted. Now, this actually, to a degree, under different circumstances, it would make sense. Because in other cases, yeah, because like the servers, especially the world, because back in my day it was only this one, and this is where I have my stuff used to. Anyway, that was always fun. And in the rule, it's actually quite good if you didn't have this. If you weren't waiting here for like an hour to get into a server. Now that is an issue. And to a further extent, so it was 4 months, and so I get back to see everything I had was gone. In the thin air. You know what? Gone. Just gone. All my diamonds, all my endstone, all my possessions, gone. My land had been deleted, it had been raided, and everything had been grabbed by other players. Now you may ask, why didn't you just put your stuff in an ender chest so your most precious belongings wouldn't get stolen? Funny thing, there are no ender chests on this server. That is one of the modifications they have. So there's no ender chest, which means if your land is destroyed because you can't get on, well, you're now, everything that you once held dear is gone. Because you're not going to get your stuff back. That's not a breaking of the rule if you're not able to get on for 4 months because of how ridiculously long the queues are. They're not going to care. It's not like you're, paying for to get around the queue or a rank. It doesn't really matter to them. It just doesn't. So you know what? As I sit here I have a question for anyone who plays, or anyone who plays on a server, another server, somewhat along the lines like this. My question is very simple. A rule like that deletes the claim to someone after a month of inactivity, is that rule a fair rule to put in when a majority of your player base can't even get in? Is that a fair rule? Anyway, I'm just gonna. I don't want to play the server anymore because everything I worked towards, the hours, the days, the ridiculous amount of time I put into the server is destroyed because of a queue they put in. And you know what? Do I really think I should be playing a server where they care that little that that it makes it so that your progress is gone if you don't have the time to sit in a queue for an hour or more? It just doesn't. It's not fair. Doesn't make sense. Just why? So that's my question. I leave to you. Is it a fair rule when your player base can't even get in? Oh wait, I forgot to mention another thing. Okay, let's see. Look here. Does it say anything about? Oh yeah, if you don't get on if you don't get on at least once a month, everything you held dear on the server is gone. Does it say that? Well, no. Why? Doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Just put the question in your head and think about it. Because I think it's pretty valid, at least to a degree.